Hello, welcome to Focus on Accountability and Governance. I'm Elewechi Okike. I'm the Director of the International Center for Research in Accountability and Governance. And I'm also the founder and chair of Book Aid for Africa, a charity that has been making a difference in the educational landscape in Africa. Here is the opening of our new warehouse in Sunderland, with the mayor of Sunderland and the MP of Sunderland Central in attendance, Julie Elliott. We ship books to different countries in Africa, and a lot of activities are often reported in the local media. Here is a picture of our warehouse where we process books for shipment. The ones that are ready for shipment are in boxes. We have books of Africa, different types of books for primary school books, secondary school books, university books, different subject areas. For free, we ask people to contribute towards the cost of shipment, because we ship books in 20-foot container loads. Are covered. Volunteers who come to our warehouse, they process these books. Charity here in. Yes, so that's our warehouse in Sunderland. That is our way of giving something back to Africa. We all know that there is a big need to revamp the educational system in Africa. Having been in the education sector for so many years, my little contribution to the educational development in Africa is through this charity that is making a difference. In fact, a few years back, the Nigerian Society at the University of Sunderland presented me with an award in recognition of my contribution to educational development in Africa. And we can all do our bit to make a difference in discussing shipments. Sometimes I meet with the high commissioners for some of these African countries. This is me with the High Commissioner for Mozambique in London, and also the High Commissioner for Uganda in London. Sometimes we meet with these people to discuss and how they can collaborate with us to facilitate our shipment to some of these countries. So if you would like us to ship books to your country in Africa, wherever you are watching this, you can contact us. We are on Facebook, Book Aid for Africa. You can contact us and write to us at enquiries@bookaidforafrica.com. Enquiries@bookaidforafrica.com. We'll be more than happy to discuss with you. We ship our books for free. We ask people to try and get sponsorships or raise funds for shipment. And if you're a company or an organization, you can do something. You can sponsor a shipment to any of the African countries. I am also a member of the People's Grassroots Association for a Corruption-Free Nigeria, as well as an advisory board member of Net Africa. This is an NGO based in Brussels that looks at sustainability of African economies. Okay, so I have been very much involved with a lot of accountability and governance issues, and recently Also, a few years back, I represented Nigeria at the inaugural conference of the Commonwealth Association for Corporate Governance, where I presented a paper on the state of corporate governance in Nigeria. And recently, I edited a book, Corporate Governance in Commonwealth Countries, where we looked at corporate governance issues affecting a lot of Commonwealth countries, including African countries. And also, incidentally, my PhD thesis also was looking at corporate governance and financial accountability in the developing economy using Nigeria as a case study. So I'm just using this to buttress the fact that over the years, being in academia for close to 4 decades, my research interests have been on accountability and governance issues, mostly in Nigeria. And then, of course, my interest has increased to looking at other African countries and the Commonwealth as well. Okay, so why am I saying all this? If we look at what has been happening in Nigeria, I actually wrote in one of the chapters on Nigeria that Nigeria is a country of many paradoxes. On the one hand, it's supposed to have global relevance because it's one of the world's largest producers of oil, which presupposes that the environment should foster and attract foreign investment. But of course, the paradox is that it's also regarded as one of the poorest countries in the world, with it's the country with the highest percentage of the population being below the poverty line. So that is a real paradox indeed. And so of course, the main thing about Nigeria is that it is generally globally regarded as one of the most corrupt countries in the world, which is rather unfortunate. And so the issue is how long. Because of this, we find that many Nigerians are suffering. The suffering has reached, an alarming proportion, and that we cannot, and we can't keep quiet for too long. As Martin Luther said, look at what he says here. He says, our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. You see, people can complain about Nigeria. Everybody's talking about Nigeria and the corruption in Nigeria. In fact, I've never known Nigeria to be this bad. The situation, the complaints, and of course, we've seen recent protests. Look at what Venerable Fuchin said. He said the refusal to take sides on great moral issues is itself a decision. It is a silent acquiescence to the evil. The tragedy of our time is that those who still believe in honesty lack fire and conviction, while those who believe in dishonesty are full of passionate conviction. So, everybody talks about corruption in Nigeria, and because the wealth that is meant for everybody is in the hands of a few people, and the gap between the haves and the have-nots in Nigeria has reached, it's indescribable. I mean, I don't like visiting Nigeria often because the pain, the anguish, seeing people suffering. I see women carrying a few oranges on their head with a baby strapped on their back in the heat of the sun. My goodness, it's just unbelievable. And recently, I also contributed to a book, We the People Nigeria, Building a New Democracy in Nigeria as a Model for Africa. we all need to start to look at how we are going to rebuild Nigeria. The whole of the continent of Africa is suffering. I mean, having supposedly gained our independence 60 years ago, you would expect that we'll have so much to show for it. But that does not appear to be the case. So that book will contains a lot of issues about the reasons for the situation in Nigeria, different contributions from various authors. That book, We the People Nigeria, I put it back again. It's available on Amazon. If you want to really, really dissect the problems of Nigeria, they are well articulated. Series of articles, over 20 articles on those issues there. The book is available on Amazon. And then here is what Nelson Mandela said. Said the world will never respect Africa until Nigeria earns that respect. The black people of the world are looking up to Nigeria to be a source of pride and confidence. Every Nigerian citizen should be made to understand this. Yes. And it's a shame, those of us in diaspora, we find that Nigerians are making strides in different parts of the world. All the human capital that should be used to develop our country, they are all there dissipated around the world, which is rather unfortunate because nobody wants to come into an environment where they'll be frustrated. And we need to really address this issue. There have been protests recently looking at, because Nigerians seem to be just waking up from slumber. Look at what Michelle Obama has to say. She says, success isn't about how much money you make. It's about the difference you make in people's lives. So that is the message for our leaders. Leaders in Nigeria. I had plans to carry out this broadcast based on my interest in accountability and governance, which was why for quite some time, I set up the focus on accountability and governance. But somehow trying to find the right time until I stumbled across a very, very upsetting video that was like a kick on my butt. It was like it just triggered something inside of me. Please sit back and watch this video. You're welcome to leave your comments, wherever you're watching this video. Please leave your comments and let's know how you feel about these issues. Look at the facility for training the Nigerian police.
Possibly heard how horrible the Nigerian police cells can be.
This is the facility for training.
See you there. Academy. The Nigerian police officer has known no better way to live.
It is hard to believe that the policemen that are not only the first line of defense, but often the last line of defense for us as citizens when we go to bed at night, are expected to thrive in an environment that is as challenging, and I choose my words carefully.
What? Male Dormitory 10, one of those built by Nigeria's colonial masters in 1940.
Colonial mastery.
Its windows and doors are damaged with no plans for any repairs. Meanwhile, the recruits will spend 13 months of their lives in care.
13 months? No, it's not meant. But go take out.
Inside, it is hard to believe that a young man who signed up to serve man and country will end up in a hostel in the state. No electricity here, and the occupants point out bloodstains from bedbug bites, but they're still the lucky few. At least their floor has been plastered. There are worse dormitories.
7 years ago, so technically most of these guys 90-year-old now. Or at least they're in service.
The female hostels are no better.
Female.
answering nature's call, here is the toilet and this.
Anybody with these streets know these toilets. They know this guy, Obalini Barracks, eh? You see that toilet, no worry. Well, you fit go now, go stand by yourself. Obalini Barracks now. I think carry you go stand by yourself now.
There is no cleaning they want to do to this place. They don't need to break it and demolish.
They cannot break. They just evacuate everybody for that street, then bomb the building.
So we start as friends. Go.
Just do their businesses outside without any care in the world.
Nigerian police.
Very, very pathetic. 50 people, one fish. One fish of This is a joke.
No, na film. They had film.
And they breathe.
Na film.
No wonder. See. No wonder.
See police. That police guy now. Baba share don't hear. Why do they sprinkle fish for your food? I said a pinch of salt. I'm not saying there's a pinch of fish. Look at this thing. It's dehumanizing now.
I just the stew is almost finished, but you still have so much rice there. And there's no fish.
Just one spoon.
That fish will be enough for you.
Even people who dey jail when they suffer like this.
Okay, so so that's the facility used to train the police force in Nigeria, and these are people supposed to protect us, to maintain law and order, and they are being look at this. I'm not done yet. Just look at this one. Oh dear. This is the cadets. This is how they train the cadets. Even calling the name of Jesus, dehumanizing. Look at this. Such abuse. Can you imagine this? It's even difficult for me to look at. You know. Oh.
Answer. True, yes. You want to be a cadet?
Oh.
You want to be a full kit?
Cancel, start again.
Yeah, it's just too disgusting to watch. Okay, those are the policemen that are supposed to be looking after Nigerians. Look at the way they are being dehumanized, being treated like animals. I mean, some people cannot keep their dogs or pets in the kind of environment in which these people are supposedly being trained. I cannot go on, lamenting on the state of people working as policemen in Nigeria. I would hope that Mr. Frank Mba, the public relations officer of the Nigerian police, will look at this. Look at the type of facility in which these people are being trained. I know they have been protested. There is no moral justification for taking human lives. For goodness sake, can we treat these people like human beings so that they can treat this in? There is I have an interesting saying here. It's, if you treat people like it said you reap what you sow. Look at this. It says in life, you reap what you sow. As a business owner, if you take care of your employees will take care of your business. It is as simple as that. If you take care of your police force, for goodness sake, treat them like human beings so that they can treat their fellow citizens like human beings. You know, enough is enough. I don't want to take your time with, you know, the world is looking up to Nigeria. I don't know whether things have to get better. Now Nigerians have woken up from sleep. There are protests everywhere. It's time that we all rose up to do something. I'm just going to leave you with this last video, and I really hope that you have been blessed. That look at this.
Nigeria, the giants of Africa, the hope of the black race, yet the nightmare, described as the poverty capital of the world. Poor leadership, widespread corruption, and unemployment.
I fear for my brother. I don't want to end up being a graduate like him for 8 years without no job. And then my sister, who is now in the university about to graduate. I fear for her too. We need to clean up the system now.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Cybercrime and 419, broken educational system, poor power supply and infrastructure. All these because of twisted mindsets amongst Nigerians. Now the question is, how do we clean up Nigeria?
Go to my place now. People are suffering.
What is the future for this little girl? What is the future for our youth? There is so much trash in the system, and it's up to you and I to clean it up from bottom to the top through mindset re-engineering of Nigeria.
I'm privileged to be part of this mission. It is a vision, as far as I'm concerned, to redeem the Nigerian people of the...
Yes, we all have to be on this mission. We cannot allow things to get out of control. It is time to redeem Nigeria. I'm doing my best by contributing to this video. Please leave your comments, share the video, and I look forward to meeting you at the next Focus on Accountability and Governance presentation. Let's all rise up to make Nigeria a better place. Make Nigeria the model for Africa. In the book that I mentioned earlier that I contributed to, there are countries in Africa that have zero tolerance on corruption. Look at Rwanda that fought a war, lost millions. Look at Rwanda today. It's you will not believe it's the same Rwanda that fought a civil war. We all need to wake up and start to rebuild Nigeria. Please share this video and use it to bless someone. There is hope for Nigeria. We will not despair. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've been blessed and you've been touched, and you yourself will determine to do something to make Nigeria a better place for every one of us. Thanks for watching, and God bless you. Share this video. Okay, God bless you. I'll see you again at my next video presentation. Thanks. God bless you.